I like how this is in the video. Hi everyone. I just woke up from a nap. Well, not just woke up, but like I fucking napped. And I'm fucking tired. And I'm just gonna pick a song right now to play while I speak. Ah! And I don't know what song I'm gonna pick, but you know what? Y'all are gonna take what the fuck I fucking play. Y'all be taking dick either way. Y'all should take the song I'm gonna play. I feel like my eyes are just like fucking out of it too. Like Sweet Thing by Whitney Houston. I've never heard of that. Okay, let's play it. Now I'm gonna play All the Men That I Need. I hear voices outside. They're not in my head this time. I think I should turn down the volume. Hi. I'm just kidding. Imagine, like, I feel like I don't have enough views to be promoting this, but anywho, today, I'm going to talk about, the same. I'm gonna talk about, me finding out about, okay, so this is gonna be like a deep, intense kind of thing. So from the previous chapter, that was just me living my life with my roommates and everything like that. One of them, Shibi, he was my roommate from last year. Nero, we met him last year and we asked him if he wanted to be our roommate, and he became our roommate and everything. So this year, so yeah. And yeah, they're chill people, I guess. So anyways, now this is gonna be a bit more deep. I did like the little like voting poll or whatever on Instagram, and I asked y'all like, do y'all want to hear a deep story? Or do y'all want to me talk about me being a Capricorn? Blah, blah, blah. And so during the voting, like at first the personal story was the one that got the most votes, but then like later on it would be Capricorn. So that's why I did the Capricorn one, and I just included the children in the back because I don't know, they were there. So now this is gonna be like the personal story, dramatic and shit. I feel like I need water, but I think I drank it all, and I don't want to get up and get more, because then I'd have to pause the video, and I don't want to start over, so let's get into it. Drag is, I forgot what Miss Vanjie said or whatever. She said in her little promo thing, something, get into it. Get these cookies. So anyways, I'm going to be discussing about me having a half-brother and me finding out about that. So, way back when I was a child, I want to say, I do not know how fucking old I was when I found this out. I feel like, you know how like you have those like fucking events that like really affect you to the extent that you like can't remember what happened. Either I feel like an event can be very vivid, like the intense ones, like they're very vivid and you remember all the details, or there's that sense where it's all like you block it out to the extent that you just don't remember. But I'm talking about extreme like things that happen, like not traumatizing, but just extreme things like arguments, fights, those kinds of things and stuff like that. Things that really can like hurt you. So I don't remember how old I was. I was in like middle schoolish, because I remember talking to my cousins about the situation. At least my Crystal, my close cousin, one of the two, and shut up, my backpack fell. And so I remember telling her, and I remember where she lived, and during the time of the place where she lived, I remember I was in like middle school. I don't think I was in elementary school anymore. So anyways, what had happened was, and my brother was born too, so I was like, and he was like 3. I'm like 5, 6 years older than him. 9? What? I don't know the math. I don't know history. So overall, okay, so this is what happened. It was in the early hours of the morning. I want to say maybe like 8 or 9 or whatever, and I think this was during the summer too. Um, and then my parents were arguing, and I was in my room. I was sleeping and everything. They woke me up from all their yelling and everything like that. And usually, like, my mom and dad did argue a lot when they were together and everything like that. And so I always grew up used to just like them arguing and stuff like that. And so I woke up, they're arguing. I'm like, I like get out of my room, and I'm kind of like in the hallway. And then like the way that my house is situated is like there's like this hallway. I want to draw it out and everything, but I feel like that's gonna take too long. I'll draw it out while I'm talking. So then they're arguing and everything, and I'm eavesdropping, and then they're just going off, and I'm still like kind of like half asleep or whatever. And what the fuck is this? You saw the bug? So, they're out here arguing and everything like that. And I'm over here thinking like, oh my gosh, what is it this time? And everything like that. And so they're going off on each other, and then... Okay, so this is how it looks. So... I don't know what the fuck oh, this is the bathroom. This is like the hallway situation. This is my sister's room. Fucking light. That's my sister's room right there. And this is my room, and I was right there. And my parents were arguing here, which is the dining table. So it's like, they're right there. So they're arguing and everything. I'm an artist, I know. Picasso. They're over here arguing and everything like that, and I feel like I've said that like 10 times now. They're arguing, I'm over here eavesdropping and everything, and then I hear my dad say, tell him the truth, tell him all this other stuff. No. My mom goes, if you're unhappy about how things are, then leave. I'm not holding you back so you can stay here. And my dad goes, oh, well, you should tell him the truth and all this other stuff. And I'm over here like, excuse me? Like, what? And then my mom's all like, you know what? Like, I don't get it if you really feel that strong about the situation and everything like that. Then leave. Like, if you really feel those kinds of feelings, then just go. And he goes, ah. And then my mom goes, well, if anything, you should be the one leaving, and you have a reason to. You should go with the lady and the other kid. And then that kind of sends my dad, like, he skyrocketed and shit like that in his head. And he's just looking at, and he's just all like, oh, I'll leave when I want. And I'm over here like, this is when I, like, come out, because my mom had also said, yeah, just go with her, go with your other son. And then I'm over here like, other son? I'm like, Gabriel's sleeping all up in the other room. I'm one of them. I'm right here. I don't get why he has to leave to this other son. And then 1 + 1 did not equal 2 at that moment. But then I added it up, and it did, because I found out that 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. And there was a third brother. And then I just come out, and I'm over here like the child that I am, and I'm like, excuse me, what? Like, what did she say? And then they both just kind of like, huh? And then he's all like, it doesn't concern you. I'm like, I have another brother. Like, excuse me, like, how does that not concern me? He's all like, you shouldn't be like calling me out and stuff like that. Like, they found me. They're here for me. Bitches. Imagine. Oh my gosh. I asked one of my higher ups today, like at work, at my internship, like, what would you do if you ever saw me get arrested? Would you be surprised? He's all like, I know. Anyways, that's okay. So then he's all like, you shouldn't be like saying shit to me like I'm your dad and stuff like that. I'm like, you shouldn't be yelling at my mom the way that you're yelling at her. Like, I just don't understand like what's the issue here. Like, you have another son. And he's all like, I'm not gonna take like, well, this is all in Spanish, I'm not gonna take shit from you and stuff like that. Like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm someone who really like am trying to understand how is it that I have another brother, like, excuse me. And then he gets up and he starts approaching me and he's all like, you're not gonna yell at me, you're not gonna raise your voice at me. And I'm um like, for me it's all like, I have every right to, like, excuse me, what kind of information is this? Like, what the fuck? So then my mom just says, man, you go away, go away. So I'm like crying and everything, and I'm just like, I leave and everything. My mom comes with me. My mom gets my brother dressed, and then like she takes us so we can do some errands. I don't know what the hell happened with my dad. But this is the moment in which like my where things kind of added up together in terms of like how my dad has treated me before and everything like that. So after this, my mom just like would tell me, like, started telling me the stories of what happened. And basically, during the time that my sister was getting sick, apparently my dad was feeling kind of like my dad just wasn't like for that kind of shit and everything like that. And he basically like cheated on my mom, while she was like, they all worked at the same place and everything like that. My mom ended up getting like, I'm not sure if it was pregnant with me and she had to go. And so then he started like he was with started like messing around with another lady that was there. And then my mom like tells me the story where she's all like, yeah, and I could tell when like you kind of like, she gave this impression of like, you can kind of tell and everything like that when the person you're with just no longer likes you or just feels a certain way. Because she goes like, I just noticed little things, like the way that he spoke to me, the way that he looked at his phone, the way that he just like his phone, not, doesn't have a cell phone, the way that he just would just look away from her and everything like that. And she'd ask him and he'd be like, what are you talking about? So then one day my mom like passes by and she sees that, yeah, that's happening. And the way that my mom also knew was because someone had told her like, yeah, like he's seeing someone. And my mom just went and saw and everything like that. And so she got pregnant as well. And at this time my mom's pregnant with me. So the lady had so basically my brother is around the same age as me. And so this would just cause like a lot of things, like anger towards my dad, like a lot of shit like that. Because it's like how dare you? Like, how fucking dare you do this shit? Like, excuse me, like, how dare you leave my mother when she needs you, especially when my sister needs you and everything like that, and you decide to leave to have another child without any thoughts about, like, my main concern is my sister and my mom and stuff like that. So they ended up separating for a bit and stuff like that, and then my dad ended up coming back, and then they ended up getting together and stuff like that, and they stayed together obviously because they had my brother. And so later on, like, I would just like my dad and I would get into arguments to the extent that sometimes we'd go like months. I want to say the longest we've not spoken to each other is like, recently I want to say it's been like 4 months. At that time I didn't speak to him for 3 months, and that was because of like things that happened afterwards where I would ask him and try to like I guess my own thing was that like I was angry, so like whenever I'd approach him it'd just end up in arguments and stuff like that. But also because like my dad would later on just like be like, his mentality about the situation is, my mom, he cheated, so my mom also cheated to a certain extent. He says he says that my mom also like was also doing all these other stuff. She's been with all these other men while he was with her and stuff like that. And so he would eventually be like, oh yeah, well actually Emmanuel is not the son of him and everything like that. Like, he's not my dad. And my mom, and that's the mentality my dad has. Because he cheated, she cheated as well. So that's why I'm not his son. And so arguments would arise where like he'd like go and tell my mom in front of me, and he'd like he'd just be like, tell him the truth, tell him the truth, I'm not his dad, tell him all that other stuff. So that kind of added on as to why I finally understood why it is that he treated me the way that he treated me. And I feel like I'm not sure, I won't discuss it in this video. In another video I will discuss my relationship with my dad to the fullest extent, but this is about this. So it would just be like me harboring like feelings for him. Like no one told me, and like other people from other family members knew about the situation. My mom said that everyone's response as to why they did not tell me is because it wasn't their place and it was my dad's place. And then my dad's whole thing is that like he'll tell us when he's ready. And no, that's just his way of copying out from actually telling us how what actually happened. So I feel like it's just fucking crazy. For me, it's I'm trying to figure out what to say. It's not like I'm gonna cry or anything. I'm not gonna cry. It's crazy because it's all like there's whole other being out there that I am related to, as like we're siblings, we're fucking shit and stuff like that. And for me, he was apparently born in August, so he's like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 7 months younger than me and everything like that. So he's still 19 right now. I'm 20. Hi everyone, I'm 20. So for me it was just very like I was like, shit, like I tried asking my mom, like, oh, like, do you know him or anything like that? My mom was like, I myself do not want to associate myself with that. And I told my mom, like, yeah, like, I've told my mom, I think I've told my dad, like, I would like to meet him one day. Like, I would like to build a relationship with this person because that's still my sibling. That's still, like, something that, and for me, like, I just feel very, like, I don't know how to explain it. And my mom just says, if you do that, that's on you. I do not want to associate myself with that because that is something in my past that has really hurt me, has really damaged me. And I know he is not to blame for the situation, but it's like, unfortunately, he was a product of the situation, and he's just like something that just like brings her back and everything like that. So she says, if you want to do it, that's on you, but I do not want to involve myself with that. And I'm like, I completely understand that. My dad says apparently that he doesn't know anything, like he has not kept in contact with that, and he says it's because my mom would end up going crazy and stuff like that. And my mom has told me, like, he could have had a relationship with him. I just would not want to be associated. Like, she would, like, just not want to be a part of that. Oh, they're back. Hello. Oh.
Hi, I'm sleeping over.
I know, you told me.
Oh.
And I'm doing a video right now.
Oh, can I join?
Well, I'm talking about something serious.
Oh.
So, I mean, you can be in the...
I watched some of the videos, so...
Ah!
Wait, I can't find them.
Sounds like a you problem.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, but let me finish the story.
Alright.
So, basically, where was I? Okay, so my dad says he wants nothing to do with well, my dad said he didn't want to do anything like that, like get involved with the child. And for me, it's just like, I find it kind of, I feel bad in this situation in the sense that, like, that is my sibling and everything like that, and I feel like I took away a dad that he could never have. So I'm not sure if his mom told him about, like, the whole situation, but I personally feel like that's kind of like, I feel like an asshole because, like, he'll never have that full extent family, whereas I did, and unfortunately, like, I don't appreciate it to the fullest extent because my dad has done some shit that I just don't like. So that's my feelings on it. And I personally, when I'm older, if I have money, if there's some way I can do it, like, I will end up finding a way to try and find him. And if he dislikes me, if he hates me because I was able to build a relationship with my dad, then I completely understand. Like, it's just someone who I personally would want to reach out and, like, actually, like, build a relationship with. And yeah, It's a pretty intense relationship. I kind of have moved past it. It's like, it's weird to be like, I forgive my dad. I don't really forgive him. I'm just like, I moved past it. But yeah, here comes the other one.
Ooh, we're recording.
Yes. But yeah, that's basically the story of me finding out I have a half brother and everything like that. My dad and I, we just like, I don't know what to talk about him. He's just a weirdo. I don't talk to him. But yeah, this is Habiba.
Hi everyone. I feel so famous. Oh. Ah! The limelight.
All right, bye everyone.